G'day mate, welcome back. After our two teachers weathered a ripper of a storm, Jason gives the nav gear a final squiz before they set off up the intercoastal. But crikey, what he spots might leave him high and dry at the dock for a fair bit longer than they reckoned.
We're the Waltzes. We have a dream of converting a sailing catamaran into a completely solar electric liveaboard. And, navigating it around the Great Loop. Now I know what you're thinking. Crazy, right? Well, most great achievements were seen as crazy in the beginning. So hit like and subscribe and add your 2 cents as you follow along to see if this dream can become an adventure. Welcome aboard, Soul Seeker.
This is our first day on the water, and I'm telling you, there is an absolute monsoon happening right now. Big time storm. And so here's the thing with a 40-year-old vessel like this, if I let go of that flap, it'll fly up here in just a moment. And then you just let the rain in. And I can't zip it because these zips won't reach. And so, anyway, having a fun time figuring this crap out. I went out and double tied those lines out there because, man, I don't want anything to snap. We got 2 lines out there up front, and I'm praying these solar panels stay put. I don't want them to fly off during the storm. So, a whole lot going on, but my goodness, the rain is coming. I need to actually go out there and get that crap, because if the dinghy flies up, I don't want it to just dump all the stuff. I've already been out twice in the big rain, and gonna go out again. So, you got any tips? Got any tricks? Other than don't be on the water. I mean, that's kind of opposite of what we're wanting to do here. So, anyway, there you go. We went live during the storm of day 1.
So we've splashed and we're now docked. It's supposed to be rainy, stormy, so we have an opportunity to do some inside things. Look at this. So excited. This is a little dishwasher. Yay! So I'm about to unpack it and just really excited that we have it.
Here comes a pretty little cat. Is that a Gemini? She's a nice old one like us. Maybe a little younger. It's hard not to be. The amount of boating traffic sure makes it rock and roll out here. I like the cabin. Past meets present. I'm at the bow of Soul Seeker. You can see there's the solar panels. Kind of a makeshift setup just because I don't have a welded arch at this point, and my no weld did not work well. But I'm actually not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this bad boy, the VHF radio. And so for the first time ever, I was able to hail a passing boat. And you can see right here on the Intercoastal, like, they pass all the time. There's another one. And those fishing boats, you would think that they don't cause much wake, but nope, they do. They make a lot of wake. You can actually see the PDQ way up there in the distance is the one that I passed, or that actually passed us. And she's just right through the pilings there. And they didn't share a name, and I actually didn't see a name. They just had like a state registration. But we were able to chat on the VHF radio, which was the first time I have ever done that. Growing up as a little guy, my grandparents were big Seabeers, and so they would talk to passing trucks, semi-trucks, and his call sign was fisherman, hers was lady fisherman, and mine was little fisherman. And so I don't know if they do all that on here. I think you can do the boat names, but yeah, it was really cool to hear over the radio, hey, what's your boat name? And so I was able to say, this is Soul Seeker. And they're like, hey, Soul Seeker. And I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. So these are the joys, even though we're docked right now, getting some things done. I got an anchor to attach and just, taking our time. Look, here come the dolphins. You'll see those in the background. We're taking our time. We're doing this at our pace, but this is the fun. This is the stuff that's super cool. Like making new friends while you're out here, just enjoying the weather. It's been stormy. You can see it's still cloudy, partly cloudy. Getting ready for the 4th of July. I'm hoping to get my big U.S. flag up, but doing something like that. And they're like, go to channel 17. And I went to channel 17. And so it was just fun saying, all right, here we go. That actually buys me some time. I love seeing the dolphins out there still. I never get tired of that. And actually they are going in full effect. You might see them going nuts out there right now. I saw a pod of about 8 of them. It was really cool. So anyway, celebrating first use of the VHF radio on Soul Seeker, hearing the boat name being called back from a passing vessel. I was like geeking out and having a good time. So the traffic has been pretty constant here on the Intracoastal Waterway. There's a beautiful vessel, 50-footer, very pretty, nice motor yacht. Baby, here comes one of the ultimate creme de la creme, in my opinion, boats. So if we find out that we love Soul Seeker and the boating lifestyle like we think we will, imagine a power cat like that, covered in solar and running off of twin sail drives, electric sail drives. That'd be epic. I have learned that these kinds of boats generate more wake flying by than that big giant catamaran. And all they do is just come full speed ahead. Not my favorite, but I get it. I mean, I've been in their mindset. Soul Seeker is a different mindset. So I am at the bow again, and you might notice we have a new addition. So I guess I should say new to us addition. We've got an anchor and chain. And so all the chain goes here in this locker. And I'll go ahead and lift that up and show you. A whole lot of chain, 150 feet full of 5/16 anchor chain. There she is. We have an anchor. Now, I just got to get the windlass connected so that I don't have to pull it up manually like I did. Ugh, that's heavy. problems. 40-year-old boat problems, 40-year-old boat problems. The rudder is held together with a 1/2-inch castle nut. So it has a steering rod, and that steering rod has a bolt that sticks up. And then the plate from the rudder kind of has a hole that goes right over that bolt. Then you screw down this castle nut. It then mechanically holds, but then you put a cotter pin in there. That's why you're using a castle pin. Then you're secure. The problem is when you pull the, and I'm going to demonstrate this, when you pull the bolt out from the rudder and just tighten the bolt on there, works fine. Screws on tight, it's good. When you put it to the plate and then try and screw down, it reaches a point and it loosens. It loses traction. And so it's an old bolt for the steering. I'm going to keep trying. I've been trying for a while. Man, I've been praying. I've been asking for help. I hope you'll enjoy seeing this. So there it is. And right now, I've got this strap on there so that it doesn't just come off. It's pulling tension on it. And I think that the issue is that it's not exactly even. So the imbalance there causes it to pop loose. And now I'm going to tighten it and show you. And we're loosened to the point that now I can finger loosen that again. Yep, you can see down here that is not happy. And so I think that's causing the problem. I'm going to loosen it and show you what it's like off of the plate here, the rudder plate. You can see the rudder's way back there. All right, so I got it loose, and you can see there's where the cotter pin wants to go in, and you can see it kind of actually gets a little bit thicker as you go down. Not much, but a little bit. So I'm going to just watch this. You just finger tighten this thing.
Please hang up and try again.
Because I can finger tighten that thing all the way down. It does have some spots where you're like, okay, it's come loose. I am going to use a wire brush and try and clean it some more, see if that'll help. Wish me luck.
Yeah.
Hey everyone. So Leslie, what are we getting ready to do?
We are getting ready to take Soul Seeker from Jarrett Bay, where we splashed, and move it on along to the first place where we're going to dock. So we're going north.
Scary. Had a lot of work to do. It's an old boat. Had to get a nut with a castle nut and a locking pin, cotter pin in place on the rudder before we could actually navigate. Otherwise our rudder was just going to be completely flopping and dangerous. You don't want to be on the water with no rudder. You can't steer. And so anyway, it took like 2 days because that is a pain in the butt. I'll have to deal with that later, but I feel like it's thank you to Patrick with Sailing Electra. He gave a great suggestion and that worked. Thank you, Lord, because I've been praying and she's been praying, and I told the Lord, look, if you help me out, I will give you credit on video. So this is me making good on that. It has been so much traffic up and down the Intracoastal right there that we've been rocking and rolling and taking these waves on the side bow.
Especially because it's the 4th of July.
Oh my goodness. And so my side hurts because I have to lay down and like reach in this precarious spot. But here we are. We're about to take care of business. Woo! Very exciting, very nerve-wracking, but good nerve-wracking. There's not a lot of sun, but the battery should be good to get us like 20 miles, and this is only like a mile up the Intracoastal, so we're good. So wish us well, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Whew! After all that rocking and rolling from boats coming and going with the 4th of July excitement, Soulseeker is finally ready to show what she's got. Can this boating on a teacher budget dream actually become an adventure? Come back next week to find out.